Magnus.Magneto back again with another tutorial today. This time we are focusing on sets, and yes, I am over-explaining today's video because there is so many approaches to it. So today I'm breaking down into 10 different variations. Let's get right into it. Don't mind the random banging. I do live in a condo, and people do renovations. Let's go. Each set is also going to have a learning preference, so whether you're a physical learner, a visual learner, an auditory learner, or a mix of them, I've got them all for you, and we're gonna go through them all. But regardless of which one you naturally gravitate towards the most, if you feel like you get stuck creating sets or just creating movements period, learning from different approaches is really beneficial. So even if you're a full physical learner, if you try learning something through more an auditory-based movement or visual, it can open up new doors and new avenues for you to take to create your sets. Number one, Lego blocks. I call it Lego blocks because this is literally the base approach to creating sets. It's taking one movement and just building on top of that move over and over again until you've got a completed set, aka a Lego set. This is how I've created like 85% of my sets, but at the same time, it doesn't work for everybody, and I've got lots of students that can't use this way either, which is why we're going to do 10 different ways of doing sets versus just this one. But we're going to start here because I feel like it's the proper way to start the video. The reason why I like this one the most is because it literally just takes sitting in a position and being creative, and that's like one of my favorite things to do. So, I'm going to give you an example of how I've created a little combo. So I literally just started in a hook position, basic like this, okay? And then I want to do a thread. So I grab my knee, I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then, oh, okay, I'll bring my leg out. And then I brought it through. I also like feeling a lot of my threads, so I'm like, let's push it down. Boom, like this. Then, me liking more contemporary-based movement too, I was like, let's add a nice little drag in there. So I did that. So I played with those two movements together. I went one, through, drag. Oh, I like that connection. See, I'm starting to build something now. Now we've got like two little blocks down base. So, starting our hook, I figured out this move, so I pushed through, then I went through. Then, naturally, I was just like, I like this hole here. So as you already see, I'm bringing my arm through because I'm already comfortable with this set. So my muscle memory already wants me to go through it. So I grab it, and then I'm like, what can I do? Well, I'm in a really awkward position right now, so maybe let's un-awkward it, which is not a great word, but it's working. So I brought my leg through, like this. And then I'm like, what can I do? Well, everyone goes here, I want to think a little bit differently. So, connecting here. I've done that quite a lot in the past though, so I was like, what can I do? What can I do? So instead, I was like, what if I take this hand off? Oh, I kind of like this feeling, so I just kind of started playing with that a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. So then, let's go back and let's see if that, let's see if that works together. So, here, push through, thread, and then around. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So, I was like, what can I do to continue from that? Because this just feels silly. So, I went here, here, and then thread again. Okay, so it's kind of like a pinball style motion. Pop, pop, around, like that. Pop, pop, around. So what I did from there is I just kind of keep building off of that. So if you see, it literally just comes down from me being creative and sitting in the spot. So I went from 1, 2, 3, hit, and then I threaded. Oh, this hand's free, this foot's 3. What if I could do like an even more different thread? So then I grabbed here, and I thread again. Just going off to a different set really quickly, I played around with this move a long time ago, and I created this combo. Boom, like that. And the way I created that was literally sitting in this position and like playing around with threads. And once I started playing around with it more and more, you just start to build those connections. So one more time, I'm just gonna show you that first set. Boom, boom, pop, pop, around. I call this one the mass threading one for obvious reasons. So again, the way I created that was literally just sitting in a position and thinking of a movement, playing with a movement, playing with a movement, playing with a movement, and I'm building it until you get something that feels good together. If it feels good together, it's probably a set that you should keep. Second one, we're still in the physical category of learning, is your freestyle is life concept. And I don't personally, this is what I go through. It's a real hard life. So freestyle is life concept. The reason this one hasn't been huge in my universe is because I don't love freestyling. I don't naturally enjoy freestyling. the way I love and naturally enjoy creating. So for me, Lego concept makes more sense because I naturally love creating. So it really comes down to a self-awareness thing, which is why I'm giving you guys 10 different ways to do this. Oh my goodness! Because then hopefully you can find the way that works best for you. So number 2, freestyle concept. Chasing a dream. What you do? Don't let go. Chasing a dream. What you do? Okay, so there's only really one thing that I thought was like, I enjoyed in that, and the rest of it, I just like, nothing stood up to me. And that's how it's gonna be. There may be like a bunch of moves, and you're like, oh, that's sick, but usually it's gonna be like 95% trash, 5% dope. But if you do one 40-second throwdown or 10-second throwdown, and you get one move out of it that gives you an idea or sparks something, that's a huge win. You just went from having 0 moves to 1, and that's what counts. So the one move I liked was I went like down to the ground, I pushed up just to a head bridge, but I swung around like that, and I enjoyed that. And I thought that was fresh, and then I pulled through into something. So from there, all you do is you start building off of that. So you go back up to the move. I went through like this, and then around. But maybe what I could do here is I could wrap this arm around. Oh, my foot's here. I can connect there. And then from there, oh, I thread around, pull through. You see, I already thought of something. So, and that was literally on the fly right now. I didn't pre-rehearse that or anything. So it may not be the most incredible start, but it's a start, and that's what you're looking for. Moving right along here, number 3, conceptualize concepts. So your concepts. Using actual concepts to create your sets is one thing I've done a lot of, and I found it really beneficial personally, especially for creating my smaller combinations. If you guys want me to dig deeper on any of these topics and make a video specifically for one of these, let me know. Concepts is one that I have covered quite a bit, but I can always go back and do it again. So to give an example of how I use this to create a low combo is I wanted to play around with dead leg. Now, a lot of people do different ways, but I wanted to figure out a different way to do it. So I was experimenting with this movement back and forth, and I was like, what if I hop? And I started hopping, I was like, that's kind of cool. So then I tried to make it even better. So I went boom, hop, boom, hop, boom, hop. And I'm like, well, jumping over it's pretty basic, but maybe I can make it dope. So I tried going up, up, hop, and then I was like, kick, back down, and now I made a little combo. So going back again, I went boom, boom, up, down. But by itself, it felt too bland. I didn't really like it that much. So I tried kicking too. So I went kick, kick, kick. And I was like, okay, that's something there now. I like that better. So I tried again. Kick, kick, up. And I'm like, I don't really like just turning back over again. So instead, what I did is I pulled my leg in. Boom. So I was like, that's kind of cool. So I tried again. Going kick, kick, up. Twist. And then from here, I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I just tried turning around, but I'm like, everyone just turns around. So what I did is I went overturn and then hop forwards, spin back down. So now I've got a whole little combo together where I went hit, hit, up, pull, around, hit, spin, down. And like, it may not be the freshest thing in the world, but it's something. And that's what you wanna focus on. Keep creating a lot of somethings until you have something that's worth talking about. Again, I really want to stress, it doesn't have to be that concept. It doesn't have to be dead leg. It can be anything. Think of it not so much as a concept, think of it as a theme. A theme you're gonna go by while creating these movements. Again, whether it's one arm behind your back, only using your shoulders, head down, touching the ground. I don't know, anything you can think of. Think of a theme, apply it to your moves, mess around with it until you create something that's worth being created. All right, everybody. Number 4, mind masters. So this is for my visual thinkers now. The people that do best with visualizing their movements, you're literally really good at like closing your eyes and you can visualize yourself breaking moving here, doing this move, that move. This is a really solid skill. If you have this, use it, abuse it to create your moves. I myself have used this quite a few times to create moves where if you're like lying in bed, you're really hype on breaking, but you can't break, think. Also, sometimes it's really important to not practice, take a break, and just think about moves. Create in your head. So, all you do, lie down somewhere, sit down, close your eyes, do whatever you can, and then let your brain just go off. Welcome to Magnus's brain. So, what can we do here? Let's see. My brain's instantly going back to my first teacher, Jerry. He used to do this little combination of a hook up to a high hook, down around to my back. And then I'm on my back. Okay, I'm on my back. What can I do to my back? I really like, Lulu has that really fresh kick. I wonder if I can kind of create my own version of doing that, maybe with grabbing my foot and then pushing it straight out. What can I do? I could wrap under, roll onto my stomach, and then I really like, Thesis does kind of a thread where he threads on his back, on his stomach, where he rotates like that. I really like that idea. Maybe I can flip it and turn it into something else. So let's do that. Connect there, I can thread like that. I was messing around before. Jerry told me that I should try and do like a body thread while lying down. Like pull my legs through my hands, so maybe I could pull it through and then connect it. And then after connecting, I can let go and wrap into like a, I don't know what the heck you kind of call that, but that spider-esque freeze. Yeah. Okay, let's go through that again. So like hook, high hook, wrap, under, back, leg, Lilu kick, into Thesis thread, pull through Jerry thread, squirt into spider. Yeah, that could work. So literally like, I've created whole sets doing that concept. And it literally just comes to, if you can visualize your body moving, or like what a move looks like, you can start to really think about how that move would look in this move, and in this combination you just do literally the Lego blocks, but in your head. This is why whenever people tell me they're injured and stuff, like there's other ways you can do it. Just gotta be creative. Think outside the box. Number 5. Watch yourself, man. This is again for the visual aspects and visual learners out there. This way I've used a lot, and it's a really good way to create is film yourself either freestyling or doing your sets, and then go back and watch it. Whether it's now when you want to create moves out of your freestyle, film yourself freestyling, watch it back, and then pick moves that you like and then mix them together with new moves that you have now. Or look at your old footage, find your old moves, and then bring them back, flip them, or reuse them. So let's watch something. Let's watch some old stuff here, everybody. Let's watch some stuff. Okay, so this is old practice footage of mine. A little combination video that I made a while ago. So see, this is the straight leg concept that I was talking about that I made so long ago. And that's kind of the way that I used it, which is interesting. This is a tuck fur combo I used to do. See, I like that. I like that little twist turn. I never really used it. So, like if you film your stuff, which you should start doing, even if you just like your little concepts ideas, if you start filming them and then you're watching them over again in the past, or I mean in the future, then you could find moves that like you never use, like that, for instance, that you should bring back, or that. Like I bet no one's ever seen me do that. And oh, look at those trash flare mills, hey. But the reality is that there's all these things. We create so much constant content that we can't use it all. It's impossible. But if we're smart, we can practice smart. If we use our intelligence, though, we can actually practice smart and then take moves and things from stuff and create new moves and things from them. This one made me throw up when I tried it again recently. Not actually, but like it made me feel like it for sure. This one's sick. See, another one that I never used before. Just like I tried so long to get that one, and it's terrifying. And then literally just take some of the moves that you like from there, bring them into your new stuff. It's literally that simple. Grab one, grab two, or a whole combination that you may have forgotten. Okay, number 6 is a little game you can play with you guys as friends. Or literally, if you don't have a friend like me and you're all alone, then what you can do is you can just film yourself. I know it sounds weak, or just watch this video and just listen to baby freeze, 6-step, 3-step, 2-step, windmill, flare, this move, whatever, a bunch of moves. Have a list of them. Either say them yourself, all your moves you have, or a bunch of them, or get your friends to just shout out moves while you're freestyling, and you have to go to them, okay? And then you just have to connect them back to back, and that way you're gonna be creating new moves out of nothing, out of thin air, because you're gonna be creating new combinations of moves out of thin air because you have to. That's the rules, okay? So, for instance, let's say you're doing, I'm gonna try it myself, doesn't work very well, but here we go. Okay, 3-step, 4-step, baby freeze, 6-step, 2-step, flare, backspin, thread. So, that was a trash example. Reason being it's a trash example is because I'm doing it myself. So the whole point is that you're supposed to do it with someone else, because then you're actually gonna get your body opening up new doors and new possibilities for your movement versus you just like YOLOing it yourself. Because when you're doing it yourself, you have bias to your movement because you're gonna be shouting out moves that you may be comfortable with. The whole point is to shock your body into learning different combinations. Number 7. So, this I like to call your mixtape extravaganza DJ party. This one is basically combining all your different senses, visual, auditory, physical, etc., to create your moves. So, I like to call this one the mixtape because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a combo from here and a combo from here, and we're gonna mix it together to create one super combo. So this is a style I used to do a while ago to create some of my longer sets, was literally taking 2 or 3 little sets and bringing them together. So for instance, I created this fake power go down, like this, just like that. And then I also created is a loose word here, but backspin windmill. Backspin mill, backspin munch mill. But what I did is I had a little combination into it first. So I did here, up, and again. And what I did is I just combined those two together, like this. Again, I'm not going full out because I'm gonna smash everything in my condo, but that's the way I just brought 2 tiny combos and put it into one. It's literally just finding the connection piece. Even if it's something that feels super bulky, like for instance you're doing a crazy thread combo that you want to add a power move in, well either you're gonna have to think a little bit harder or just don't do it. Find moves that already have similarities to them. So if you have a thread combo here might be easy to connect them. Or a power combo here, or it could literally just be an entrance to a movement. So don't be afraid if you're like, oh, I can't create big long sets. Maybe you don't need to, or also maybe the best for you is to create a lot of little combos and then piece them together later. Number 8, hey, did it right, guys. Round of applause for me. So number 8 is, I like to call this the treasure map way. This is again combining your physical, visual, etc. because you can take moves from wherever to create it. So for this one, it's the reason I call it treasure map is because the treasure is your signature movement, okay? And what you want to do is you want to figure out a transition into your signature movement and out of your signature movement. So this way, you're not thinking of creating this whole set. All you're thinking of doing is creating a way into your signature and a way out of your signature. So I'm going to show you kind of a signature move that I used to do. Here's the combo. You don't always have to think about the whole thing. Just think about that main point. Then figure out the transition into the move. So that's all this. Then the transition out of the move. So that would be this. And then when you combine together, you suddenly have a whole combo without even meaning to have one. Number 9. Go back to school, man. go back to school. Don't be afraid of learning other people's moves, okay? Especially, yeah, maybe don't learn a whole set because that's not really helpful, but don't be afraid of learning someone else's move. If you need help with getting a set, you're learning from me right now. What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. That's how we learn. Literally, a lot of my sets I named after people because some of the big moves, for instance, this set that I used for so long, like that first move from it, Jax taught me from my crew. Shout out to Jax. Thanks so much, bro. You're a true G. He taught me that. So that was the beginnings of that combo. Sometimes we need that jump start. So don't be afraid of taking a move I've given you and have it being the starting point of your set. Just change the essence of it and then make it transition into moves that are yours. And then you have a whole new set now without even meaning to, simply because someone else helped you get there. So don't be afraid to get that jump start in and have someone support you with it. Because if you get that support, it could be the difference between you having like 10 sets versus having only 1 or 2 because you're like, I don't need anyone's help, I'm too good for that. Bboy. Number 10. Connect the dots. What's that Steve Jobs quote? This one? That one, okay? No, we're not doing that though, but similar idea. So the connecting the dots is literally having a theme. Think of it like it's not such a theme, think of it as a story. So if you want to tell a story, you want it to have all these different levels to it. So having these different levels to it, maybe it could be, meaning, start with a jump thread, okay? Boom. All right, you did a jump thread. Then you're like, cool, I did it here, but now I want to do that similar kind of jump thread on the ground. So, how do I do that? Okay, here. What if I did it like on my back? All right, thread. Okay, now what if there's some way I could connect those together, the dots, to create something? So, let's go with jump thread, spin down, thread, on my back, and I'm here. Maybe I can go, no, I can't do that. Maybe I can go roll. Let's see, I'm thinking. Let's just, okay, let's give this it. Unthread, re-thread, knee drop, I just created a whole combo. Try again, watch, check it out. So, thread, spin, around, unthread, jump, thread, hit. That easy. I just made a whole set with just simply using 3 different moves on 3 different levels. So you can do the same thing with anything. For instance, side step. Okay, on the ground, on my back. Another set was just created right there. It can be that easy. Also, let's say I don't want to just do the levels thing. Cool, don't. Just figure out points to hit. So let's say you're like, I'm gonna hit a figure 4 pose here, and then like a similar figure 4 pose here, and like down here. Okay, cool. So I wanna hit a figure 4 pose like here. All right? And then like, how do I get over there? Let's just slide, I guess. Okay, cool. Figure 4 pose here. Okay, there. And maybe like down here. Boom. Cool. Okay, so maybe I want to do stuff in the middle. Cool. Create that stuff in the middle, but figure out how to create it to there. Okay, so then just try it. So, figure 4, slide, figure 4, around, hit. Is it clean? Kind of. Is it like a dope combo? Not really. So let's actually make it legit. So, he finishes his round. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do some freestyle top rock, and then I'm gonna hit, boom. But I want like a legitimate way to get over there. So I'm gonna knee drop without my hands, turn, shoulders, like a torpedo shoulder slide into the move. So I'm gonna go jump, hit, but obviously make that cleaner later on. And then I'm gonna wrap this leg around to here, push off my left, and then hit it. And then maybe I'll do a thread or something later, but let's just keep it kind of basic for now. So again, I'm gonna go figure 4, hit, around, slide, hit, I forgot what I was doing. Hit, around, hit, boom, pop. And again, those are just examples. I'm literally creating this on the spot as I'm talking to you. So if you actually have time and you invest time into creating this stuff, then you should be able to make tons of this. Again, these are all just ways to get you started. Okay? Blueprints that you can use and abuse to make your breaking way better. So again, all these ways are just ways to get you out of the box. Stop being so, I can't create sets, I don't know how to do this. Stop complaining. Here's 10 ways. Just try. Experiment with it. Rather than making excuses, make moves. It's way more fun, way more enjoyable, and you don't come off as just a complainer. Okay, don't be a complainer, be an explainer. On that note, everybody, I think I have wasted enough of your time. So, I hope some of this helped you. If it did, please comment down below. Tell me your favorite concept. Tell me your favorite way. Is there another way? Is there 11, 12, 13, 15, 20th? What ways do you use to create your sets? Comment down below, help the community. Let's all grow and keep building together. Thanks so much. One love. This was Magnus.Magneto from Now or Never Crew. If you enjoyed this content, please again, comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you'd like to see more, smash that bell button, and I will see you guys in the next one. You're hungry. You want more. I was the same growing up as I started breaking, and I'm the same now as I've continued breaking. Which is why I started a weekly newsletter every Monday, Mondays with Magnus, where I'll be sharing anything from breaking to health and everything in the middle that I've found that I can leverage to my advantage to becoming the best human being I can possibly be. To join, all you have to do is email me at Magnus.ff94@gmail.com, and I will see you Monday.